Welcome back to Blitz. I'm Brian Carr, still here at White County with Lady Warriors junior outside hitter Eliza Harris. Eliza, thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
Now, I know you got to be really excited. This volleyball program is brand spanking new. Last year you played a JV schedule. This year you're going full-out varsity region schedule. But I have to ask, like when you look at a program that's being built like this, did you have any prior volleyball experience, and what was it that drew you to want to play in this program?
I had no prior volleyball experience, but I actually played softball all my life, and that's during the same season. And I just was losing the love for the game, so I decided to just try something new. And the coach is friends with me, so I just decided, why not?
Was it frustrating at first at all when you started playing? Because I'm sure there were some growing pains, so to speak, and finding if you've never played before, I can imagine how that could be really difficult when you step in and try to compete.
Yeah, it was pretty difficult, especially as a team. Since if you're an athlete ahead of time, volleyball is pretty easy to pick up. Mm-hmm. So as a team, it was pretty hard, learning to get to know each other and blending with each other. But we eventually got it.
Yeah, and as you said, you did really well last year. You went 13-9 on a JV schedule, and again this year you're making the full bump to a varsity level. But 13-9 for a first-year program is pretty awesome. Talk about what that first season was like for you girls.
It was pretty exciting. At first, I didn't know how we were gonna do. I wasn't sure if we were gonna be awful or great, but we won our first few games, and we did a lot better than I expected, honestly. But it was a lot of fun.
How much confidence does that give you girls moving into this season? Because you didn't lose any players from last year. There were no seniors. This year you do have a couple. But as a group, how much confidence does that give you knowing that you can actually go out there and put together a winning season in a first year?
We're pretty excited about it. It's just so new. We're nervous about it and excited, and we did really good last year. So I guess it's just a mixture of emotions.
And talk about this, when we talk about you going to a full varsity schedule in Region 8 4A, that contains 3 of the top 8 teams in the state in North Hall, Buford, and North Oconee. Those are going to be some really, really tough matches. How do you feel like this team is going to perform when they get in the thick of those region matches?
Well, we were talking about with our coach, we don't have any 6'2" girls that are going to be blocking every pass, so we just got to outsmart them and know when to hit it and know when to just tip it to the side, because we're not the best athletes per se, but we need to be the smartest, so that's how we're going to take it.
This will be a good learning curve for you girls, I'm sure, and I'm positive you're still going to win some games out there this year and really compete. How much excitement is there in this community? I get a sense that especially in the school there's quite a bit. Starting a brand new program, doing something that's never been done before, how much support and excitement have you seen around the community and amongst your own team and throughout the school?
There's a lot. I mean, a lot of the people who aren't used to volleyball players, and it's gonna be bad. Especially the boys are oh, there's spandex now, and they're all excited about it. But everybody's excited about the volleyball team. It's White County gets a volleyball team because we're so old school. So it's really exciting.
Well, it has grown around here because Lumpkin County started theirs just a few years ago. So it's really starting to expand a little bit, and it's become a lot more popular than it has been in years past. So one thing when you look at your schedule, and I don't know if you've had a chance to look at it in depth yet, but just a quick glance, you notice that you play 12 matches on the road compared to just 4 at home. Talk about what is that like when you hear those numbers, and what do you think are going to be the biggest challenges there?
Well, definitely the homework and the sleep part is definitely going to be rough. But, I mean, I'm excited for the home matches, having all the people come and watch. But it's going to be fun to go around and travel and stuff. Yeah,
and I think you're going to have a lot of bonding time on the bus,
yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be interesting.
What is the team chemistry like amongst you girls?
We're pretty good. There's not a lot of drama or anything, but we all work pretty good together, pretty good friends. So there's not any big issues, so we all love each other.
And one more question for you, but when you look at any team that has to play a fall sport, everyone knows it doesn't just start when you start at school. I mean, you're in here all summer long, so talk about how much work has really gone into the volleyball team this summer.
Yeah, it's been, we can't practice the month of June, so we usually go all the months of July. So we've done tournaments and practices, and now we're doing the all-night 2-hour practice break, 2-hour practice break, 2-hour practice. And then tomorrow we have a blue-white tournament, so that's going to be a lot of fun. If you love it, then it's not a lot of work. So
Well, everyone, make sure you come out this year to support the White County Lady Warriors. Eliza, thank you so much for your time, and looking forward to seeing how much success you have this year and even moving into next year.
Thank you.